friends, welcome to Ecotecture. I am Komal and today we are going to introduce third topic in series Climate and Architecture. Today we are going to discuss how much air conditioning do we really need in India. Let us start with few questions. How much air conditioning temperature do you prefer regularly? Do you know that our body needs different air conditioning temperature in different climatic conditions? Why usually commercial buildings, hotel buildings keep their temperature at 22 to 24 degrees Celsius range? Now the reason behind it is because it is a prescribed range by ISHRE. What is ISHRE? ISHRE is the Indian Society of Heating, Refrigerating and Air Conditioning Engineers. When survey was conducted in commercial and residential users, it was found that commercial buildings are keeping their temperature range in 22 to 24 degrees Celsius as prescribed, whereas residential building users are keeping their air conditioning temperature range as 24 degrees Celsius. 66% of residential users are using air conditioning below 24 degrees Celsius. Now in these conditions, almost 30 to 70% of energy consumption is going only for air conditioning. Now, following this 22 to 24 degrees Celsius set point temperature is a fixed temperature approach. There is another approach which is called as a variable temperature approach. It follows ATC, that is adaptive thermal comfort. What is adaptive thermal comfort? Human body has great capacity to adapt to the surrounding and surrounding climatic conditions. It has to maintain its deep body temperature as 37 degrees Celsius and skin temperature as 32.5 to 37 degrees Celsius. Human body achieves its thermal balance by different processes such as radiation, convection, conduction, evaporation and insensible perspiration. Evaporation by means of sweating, conduction wherever body is in contact with another surface, convection that is by movement of air around the body. Apart from these processes, humans have tendency to go for different ways in which they achieve the thermal comfort. That can be categorized in behavioral adaptation, psychological adaptation and physiological adaptation. Behavioral adaptation may include climocultural practices, maybe clothing, maybe scheduling our work as per the climatic conditions. Psychological adaptation may include some expectations and experience, like the place we are going to visit and we have experience about it. So how to adapt to that surrounding, we get psychologically ready for that. Physiological adaptation is nothing but maintaining the thermal balance with the surrounding. Now, as we know, there are many climatic zones in India having different temperature ranges. We can understand how human body has got adapted to those surrounding and those climatic ranges. Looking into the climatic zones, there are extreme 4 major climatic zones like hot and dry climate, cold climate, composite climate, and we have warm and humid climate. All these climatic zones have summers and winter temperature ranges and it has great variation. But human body has a capacity to adapt to these conditions. Now by understanding this, there was a question that do we really need set point temperature of 22 to 24 degrees Celsius in India for air conditioning? There was research conducted at the world level which showed that in India or Indian climate, the neutral temperature range in which body can feel comfortable, air conditioning temperature range, that comes out to be 26 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. When there was a research conducted in India in different climatic zones, this neutral temperature range was found to be 23.7 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. Now we can see how much variation is there. The neutral temperature range which was found as per the ATC, adaptive thermal comfort approach, that is quite higher than the temperature range which is 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. Now how much work has been done till now on this? Do our building codes or energy building codes including these adaptive thermal comfort ranges? We have different energy conservation building codes or different codes those talk about the energy conservation and energy consumptions. Like we have ECBC, which is Energy Conservation Building Code. which is recently revised in 2017. We have NBC, then we have CPWD norms. All these norms are somewhere talking about the adaptive thermal comfort in their recent versions. Now industry has moved towards the use of low GWP refrigerants. GWP is global warming potential. As shown in the table, out of all refrigerants, ozone depleting refrigerant is R22. R410A has the highest GWP. Now, it is widely accepted that R290 and R32 are the most promising refrigerants as they are environment friendly and clean. Air conditioners with these refrigerants are available in the market. In coming years, high GWP refrigerants will be totally phased out in India. But by that time, what can we do? As a citizen, we should think how much air conditioning temperature we should really go for. We should spread the awareness among people around us. As an architect, we can do few things. There could be operational intervention. We can suggest clients and the building operators about this ATC and can bring the energy consumption down. Definitely, as an architect, there could be the design intervention where the indoor climate can be designed in such a way that it falls in the range of 23.7 to 28 degrees Celsius, which is adaptive thermal comfort. So this way, we are going to help the reduction of energy consumption, use of air conditioning, and finally we are going to help the environment. How? Because with more use of air conditioning, it is going to add more greenhouse gases to the surrounding, it is going to rise the temperature, and it is going to add to the climate change. So just by applying the ATC while designing, as an architect, we can help in climate change and its impact in future. Now, when we look at the Indian architecture, which is indigenous architecture in different climatic zones, we can observe that already buildings constructed in the vernacular architecture and in indigenous architecture are climate responsive. If we look for the indoor temperature ranges in these houses, those are quite comfortable in those climatic zones. It is very important to understand this indigenous architecture of India. So in coming series, we would be bringing the indigenous architecture of India and exploring it in different climatic zones. So stay connected, subscribe our channel, don't forget to press bell icon to get notified about our upcoming videos. Thank you, take care.